is.
Well, I mean, to quote Diamond, that's the nature of the beast. I mean, Blizzard, the bigger you are, the slower you move. So
Okay,
I
well, hang
feel
on.
like they
Let's go
suffer
with
from
Cloud
that.
Kingdom. Let's stick with Cloud Kingdom because this is about the map
Yeah,
and
good point.
about Super Omen, and
The
we can
host
beat
has
up on
spoken.
Blizzard later.
Yeah.
Rob Simpson, I love you, man. By the way, and I'm gonna get to cast with you at Winter Arena. I'll make that happen if I have to knock somebody out and put their headset on. Cloud Kingdom is what it's about right now, though. And Clutch, what are your thoughts?
I think it's great, and this is such a simple thing too, but I think it's great that Blizzard is implementing maps that are for 2 players and not 4. Sometimes in the past when they would have 4 players within the tournament rounds or the ladder rounds, like, why are these maps here? Just keep them as 2-player maps. So it's a one-on-one match. So I'm glad they're implementing that, or at least with these 2 maps. And also with Ohana, or the little blip underneath the 2 maps here saying that we're going to work with Iron Man SC to fix a bug or 2, and then
I
we'll
love
probably bring
Iron
it to
Man,
the
by
next
the way.
season. It's
Yeah.
it's great to see that. And to me, this stems back to this whole map system they were talking about before the beta was even released at BlizzCon, saying, "Oh, we'll have a map marketplace." and
That's
you
going to
can-
be
you can
for
put 'em up there."
custom maps, like custom RPGs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but this to me is an extension of that. Of that's not implemented yet, but we're still interested in the community of making quality products, and we want to share them with the rest of our customers. And here we have it. So I'm excited for it.
I think my 2 cents, Cloud Kingdom, and Grok, you get to go last because you're the most knowledgeable. Cloud Kingdom, to me, if you put it up against Zelnaga, like, looks like infant to adult. Like, it really is a natural progression in mapping that it's a beautiful evolution into this. Not saying that had any influence on this map, but let's face it, it's a 2-player map, so there's going to be similarities, right? So
Right.
that's pretty much one of the things where I think if you stack the 2 maps together and you said which one would you rather play on, fucking overwhelming, it's going to be Cloud Kingdom. We haven't really given much to Core Hall yet, and I think we should, because Core Hall also a pretty tile set, nice looking map. I think it's
Core Hall gets a special note because Blizzard fucked it up.
okay. Well, I'm going to let you get into this a little bit.
They
about,
added rocks, didn't they?
Well,
No.
yeah. Let's let
No.
Grok, because Grok, you know the protocols that Blizzard instills in map making, and we don't know why, but we know that they're there. Also, big shout out to Iron Man SE, because Iron Man makes amazing maps. So,
Core Hall Compound was actually made by Monitor, who is like he's the kind of the team leader, right, Diamond?
Sort of second in command. Like, he definitely, aside from me, he's the next guy to go to.
Gotcha. Well, so let me just start with Cloud Kingdom, saying the only thing that I laughed at when this map first came out was 2 things. A, the fog and the lighting when it first came out needed to be fixed, but it was just like, okay, well, we'll fix that. 5 minutes later, new version's out. Okay, we're good. Like which was awesome to see that kind of turnaround. But the other thing I noticed and I just laughed about was, like, if this map had come out in the first 3 months of StarCraft 2, everybody would have hated it. We never would have seen it again. Guarantee it right now. It'd be like, it's too choky, it doesn't look right. But I love it now, and it's great for the current metagame, and I think it'll be great as the metagame evolves. But as far as Core Hall Combat,
wait, are you actually saying I got that right then when I said it was a good evolution from Zelnaga to here?
You got it right, man.
I got something right in mapping. Boom. And by the way, for the record, I know that Iron Man didn't make Core Hall. I was just giving him a shout out. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue the lesson. Core Hall.
So with Core Hall, Blizzard made some adjustments, and broke it. Like, just fucking.
Oh, God. Tell him
Shocker.
like it is, brother.
One of the chokes, not both. One of the chokes is different than the other one. Like, it takes different amounts of buildings to wall in.
What?
In the naturals.
I read this.
When I saw that, I was, why were you even playing around with that? Just, it's like when I'd see Blizzard maps before, and like you could see when they had moved bases because they wouldn't have changed the textures; they just would have moved the minerals. So you'd have like this line of where the textures or of where the minerals used to be. It's sloppy. I said it. It's sloppy on Blizzard, and they really just need to let the mappers do their jobs And you know, you don't have to change everything. And if you are going to change something, make sure you do it to both sides, because at this point now, okay, well now the map is imbalanced and going on ladder. Great, just great. And then what that does is that gives, you know, the whole mapping community a bad name. It's like, oh well, look, you know, this custom map isn't even balanced. Well, now we can't blame Blizzard for it. Now it's the custom mapper's fault, when actually it's just Blizzard messed it up. So I hope that they fix that, and I'm sure ESV is yelling and screaming at them, you know, in a very calm, polite manner that needs to be fixed. So
Yeah, we definitely sent in for it. I don't know what the process is. We didn't get any like real good look at how Blizzard goes about their process of maps throughout this. It's just sort of about a week before. Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
You're going to be on ladder. What?
Awesome, right?
So yeah, I don't know why to mess with that choke. To be honest, I don't understand it. Maybe there's something I just am not getting here. Maybe they just didn't.
Well, from what I could tell was that they moved the bases back in the natural a little bit to make it a little bit harder or a little bit less space behind the mineral line for whatever reason. And then when they did that, they didn't move them the same, and so now you can't wall properly.
That's good. That's good. That's
Yep.
cute right there.
Yeah. So that's
yeah, I
it
don't have a lot to
about
say
Coral.
about that.
And then the third map is Ohana, right? But that's getting worked on. Is it mostly an aesthetic?
Yeah, it's mostly aesthetics. Actually, it's mostly the passable water, and the fact that it's buildable. And I don't remember exactly why, but there's a lot of Blizzards, from what I can tell. And again, I didn't get that good an insight, but I did get some clues. Seems like a lot of their internal map testing is not based on balance of a map or how it plays out, but in fact bug testing. And they are actually like the stuff they found on Ohana, we never would have found in a million years. Like they have so much more info on what causes problems because every.
But they don't release that, man.
I know. Well, unfortunately, yeah. So they did help us find some issues with Ohana, and I actually am pretty sure it's going to fix Orb's computer from repeatedly crashing on Ohana.
Mm-hmm, God.
But yeah. So Ohana should be in season 7. I mean, I don't think anything's guaranteed at this point, but I think it's as close to guaranteed as you can get.
Awesome.
So here's the problem, guys. We were going to move on to pay-per-view, which, Travis, are you still here?
Yeah, I think my webcam froze.
Don't worry about the webcam. I want to make sure you don't drop for this.
Okay, I'm here.
We were going to talk pay-per-view tonight. And it was going to get heated between myself and Travis, I'm certain, because it was starting to before the show. However, I did get an email from Sundance, and it looks like he may be on the show tomorrow. So we should probably shelf pay-per-view until he's on the show.
I still
Yes.
want to vent on it.
Well, especially since, like, just look at the time, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's almost 11 o'clock. I don't think it's fair.
We can't do a good pay-per-view talk
Right now. Yeah, let's shelf it and you know, I know you want to vent, and I know you're very happy about. Oh, I'm not going to get into it. Okay.
It's only $20. It's only $20.
No, it's the irony of the guy works in esports, and like, how do you think the bills get paid? We're not going to get into it. We're going to save it. We're going to save it.
Okay.
We're gonna save it. I'm sure. Here's one thing I know about Travis. He'll have a well thought out, like, or maybe he'll just be like herp derp about it. I don't know. But he's usually really well thought out and just a little bit, you know, sour Sally.
No, I'll tell you, like,
No, we're saving it. We're gonna save it.
I'm telling you after this show. Like, it's
That's
the reason
fine.
you can't argue.
Okay, that's fine, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. And I'm guaranteed they're probably good reasons. So, but you know what? We'll have an opportunity to get Sundance's version on the whole thing, and we can't. I do want to talk about some things really quick here, though, on the show notes. And JP really didn't touch on the MLG Winter Arena on State of the Game. I think because he's independent, quote unquote. So, I'm checking Skype, and I don't understand what that means. But anyway,
Okay.
send who where? Anyway, so Yeah, the arena, man. I think it's been really good thus far. There's been a couple glitches. It's tough when you're trying to coordinate and cast through Skype. But all in all, I think it's been a good first arena for leading into a major event like Columbus. So, okay, I got you. So essentially, Diamond is a very busy guy running, of course, ESV. So thank you, Diamond, for taking the time out to come on the show and talk about the maps and everything else. And I will see you tomorrow for the Korean Weekly, unless Sundance has some weird thing about time where I have to do that with him. So, I love you like a brother, Diamond. And
Thanks for having me on. Excuse me. It's always a pleasure. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
See you, man.
Man, he's a class act. I'm not
Time
sure
to break
why he
Simpatico's overlays again.
Nope. I'm too boss for
Oh
that.
shit, son!
I'm not sure why he does the show, man, because he's too classy. So,
Huh? Sorry, I'm trying to fix my webcam.
nothing. You're fine, buddy.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, I mean, Clutch, you've got to watch. I know you and I do the viewing parties when I'm not casting, of course. What did you think thus far of the arena?
There were some technical production issues and bumps in the road, but when you do anything for the first time, that's going to happen. I believe that the people behind the scenes want to make it work, and they are trying to follow the necessary steps. Maybe need to follow a couple more in order for it to be where they want it to be. But I think it was a success, and I look forward to the North American tournament and then the Winter Arena. My completely non-biased answer is it is something I want to watch at 7 o'clock p.m. It is something I want to tune into, not because I am loyal to MLG, but I want to watch these matches and I want to see something new and entertaining in the StarCraft 2 realm. And I think watching a lot of players that I don't know, especially out of Europe, was something that I liked. So I enjoy it, and I think it'll continue to move upwards.
Okay. Travis, what were your thoughts? Did you watch any of the qualifier?
I watched a little bit of it. I think it's okay. I think it's got a lot of work to do. I know there's a lot of drama about Chris Puckett. Read a thing on Reddit about it, getting involved with like StarCraft and everything. I think people should just call him about that. He's done a lot for AOL. He's been around for a ridiculously long amount of time, and he's going to be extremely useful for them, I think, in the future when it comes to StarCraft and just production in general with his experience.
Yeah, we're actually going to have Puckett on the show, and I think that anybody that would sort of question Puckett's abilities is clueless, because
Yeah,
you have to work with him before you could do that, I would say. Like,
I read that on Reddit, and I was like, no. Just give him some time.
Production is production, right? Like running.
Yeah.
I mean, there are nuances and stuff to each game, but like for example, someone like the producer like that, chooses the cameras and sets up like the stuff for Oprah, can go turn around and do another talk show really well. There's going to be other nuances about that show, but the technology is the same. The casting setup is the same. It's the same vehicle. It's on computers, So I mean, well, I guess Halo wasn't, but like still, I mean, the vehicle is the same, Like
yeah, it's a game. I got you.
yeah,
But let's save this for when we have Puckett on the show, because
good idea.
one thing about Stim is we're kind of very candid, and we'd rather just, we'll ask it on the show, right? Why not? I mean, let's get Puckett a chance to address this, and we'll talk about it. So, what about you, Grok? Did you watch any of the? I'm sure you did. Or no, are you too busy with school?
No, I watched some. Nothing really stands out though. I mean,
Are you kidding me? Mothership Vortex? I thought you'd be all over that.
Oh no, I didn't see that game. I only watched.
And then JP's been asking everybody, like, can a mothership be Vortex? And everyone's like, no, you can't Vortex a mothership. And I was like, yes, you can. And I said somewhere in an interview, I was doing an interview or something, and I said, I can promise if he asked iGrok would know that answer. I promise he'd get it right.
There's no reason why I wouldn't be able to.
Right.
But
so,
anyways, no, I didn't see that. That sounds awesome. Now I'm gonna have to go watch. But no, I just watched some games. They were good. Like there were like, little production issues, but aside from that, it was a good tournament. Nothing really stood out for me because I didn't see the mothership versus mothership battle. Apparently,
Simpatico making his return to casting today, of course, did very, very well. again, filling in for me because when I saw the TVT lineup, I threw up in my mouth a little bit because it's not like I didn't watch a ton of that recently in GSL. But